Alright, Payday The Heist 10th anniversary. It's really hard to believe that this game is, 10 years old. Payday 2 is easily one of, it's top 5 or even top 3 games of all time, in my opinion. I admit I got into Payday via Payday 2, but, I really wanted to go back and play Payday The Heist just to really feel its origins and just to feel the getting started, and I see a lot of people arguing about whether Payday 1 or Payday 2 is better, and well, let's not do that. Let's just smile and appreciate the fact that, we have both of these magnificent games, and let's also appreciate the fact that the universe is 4 billion years old and we managed to exist in the same time as both of these wonderful games. Yeah, First World Bank. This is not my favorite map, but since it's the 10th anniversary, let's just kick off. Let's just go back to the roots. Classic Bane voice. It's really weird hearing this Bane voice. So used to the one in Payday 2. Just gotta go find the manager.
Okay, we've got the vault to the left and the server room upstairs to the right.
Find the bank manager, then tie him down or
is that him? No, it's not him.
Keep your eyes out for security cameras and destroy them.
Considering the graphics of Payday 1 and 2, I'm really excited to see what they do with Payday 3 on the Unreal Engine. Again, not that the Diesel engine is okay, yeah, it's pretty bad, but even graphically it's gonna look, Payday 3 is gonna look better on Unreal, but there's I don't know how to explain it, but there's some sort of charm that the Diesel engine gives for Payday 2. I don't know, you might think I'm crazy, but I don't know. So yeah, damn, compared to Payday 2, it's really long to tie hostages. It's really good to hear, voice lines from Wolf that aren't him screaming, because, well, there are no other voice lines for Wolf, mainly because, voice actor Ulf Anderson left. Speaking of Ulf Anderson, they made this this documentary of Payday 2 because it's the 10th anniversary. They made this little documentary. There's only one episode as of recording this, but they made this nice little documentary about the startings of Payday, how they got the name and the release, blah 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 blah. It was really cool to see Ulf and Simon come back. Even I know Ulf had his issues with Overkill, and Simon I think just wanted to do his own thing, but yeah, it was really cool to see those two come back and just talk. I know they were just talking about it, and they weren't really doing much, but that was really cool. They're also working on GTFO, which I haven't played because I don't have the money for it. I'm trying. I'm doing my best, but I'm just trying. I would really like to play GTFO.
Okay, I found an accessible computer. Use it to erase the security footage.
Damn,
Scanning the police radio. It sounds like
I'm just so used to there being, where's the dodge perk deck, where's the throwables, and look at this, I got 3 weapons. So cool. Wonder how different Payday 2 would have been if they got rid of the throwable and just added the 3 weapons.
for you. Use it to erase the security footage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because the original director of Payday 2, I can't remember his name, but he left the game because I'm not sure, I'm not sure if they were just going away from his creative visions or if he just wanted to do something different, but yeah, but I think his original vision was just sort of, he wanted a more cooperative first-person shooter where your teammates would have to work together to survive. And obviously with Payday 2, it still relies on that, but you know, things like, you know, perk decks and whatnot, the new skill system isn't exactly what he had in mind. But yeah, Payday 2 kept him as the OG director. Then Payday 2 kept him, then it could have been a completely different game. Because, you know, thank you. Got you, buddy. Don't worry. Yeah, one thing is that you can make your comparisons about Payday 1 and 2, because personally, I think that there's a couple things that Payday 1 does better, and that's, you know, I guess like dialogue, not like dialogue-wise, but the way the characters interact with each other. You know, they actually start speaking to each other more and, you know, whatnot. Yeah, that's not really present all that much in Payday 2. Payday 1 is also a lot more realistic, and, you know, for example, you know, the bulldozer, you know, whenever the bulldozer comes in Payday the Heist, everyone runs away and they're bunkering down, just saving all of their ammo for the bulldozer. But, you know, in Payday 2, they, few couple shots with the judge or a submachine gun and he's dead, just like that. Well, I'm not saying that that's bad, it's just that two different things. Like, Payday 1 was trying to be like a more realistic shooter, like Heat, for example. Heat was a heavy influence on Payday, you know. But now this one, they're kind of going for a more arcadey feel, you know. They're going for a more like, I don't know they're going for more arcadey shooter, more wacky and stuff, which is kind of why they added comical big ass spoons in the game. I think the reason that got added was because of Russian Badger and whatnot.
Get down! Get down!
Who was shooting? Oh. You know, Payday doesn't exactly have like a big ass following like Payday. No, fuck Payday. Yeah, Payday doesn't have a big following like Payday. No, Payday doesn't exactly have a huge ass following like Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto. But I mean, there's like, but when you compare the Payday communities to like Grand Theft Auto or Call of Duty, the community is essentially what's keeping those games alive. And it's not just the community, it's also the developers who, you know, who do their best to keep in touch with them, to let them know what they want, because they really do care about the community. When that whole microtransaction shit was happening, the whole Aftershock, you know, they listened to their community, realized it was a bad mistake, and they fixed it. You know, when you compare that to, you know, Rockstar, and, you know, you have them just constantly re-releasing GTA 5 on the PS5 and all that stupid shit, and they're remastering the GTA trilogy, like GTA 1, 2, and 3. Like, not 1, 2, and 3, sorry. It's 3, Vice City, San Andreas. That's cool, but you gotta realize that, you know, it's not gonna be on the GTA 5 engine, not like a legit graphical remaster. They're probably just gonna do a few tweaks and whatnot. But I mean, yeah, but when you compare it to, you know, but I guess also that kind of has to do with Overkill being a lot smaller, which, even if it was a lot smaller, I still think, you know, they would put in the time and care. You know, when you look at companies like Mojang, and I know Mojang is, you know, not exactly the same thing as Overkill, but I don't know, I guess there's just something about Swedish companies that, there's just something about Swedish video games that are just cool. I've always wondered, and you know, again, spoilers if you haven't finished Payday 2, but you know, I've always wondered if you know, the whole ending with the White House and the whole arc of the Watcher thing, I've always wondered, and you know, Bane getting reincarnated into the president, I've always wondered if that was the plan from day one, or, you know, if they just decided to make all that up because of Simon leaving, and they didn't want to have to constantly keep bringing him in via Skype. I've always wondered if that was the plan. Maybe they had something similar to it. Maybe it was just the White House heist and not the whole reincarnating Bane into the president. But still, Payday 2 went from Payday 2 went from GTA 5 to Tomb Raider, which I'm not complaining because I really love the deep lore behind Payday 2. And I think that that's one of the things that makes it really special. And there's also something about Payday 2 that just makes it unique from like other first-person shooters. Like, I have friends who they're very into like a lot of Nintendo games and RPGs, like, you know, like Final Fantasy, and they're also into games like Undertale and whatnot. And even then, they really like this game. So like, it's not like your typical first-person shooter, you know. Like, when you think of, you know, first-person shooter, what's the thing that comes to your mind? You know, Call of Duty or Battlefield? This is just, like, I probably said this a million times, and I apologize for that. It's just different. Easily. Don't worry, buddy, I got you. Probably shouldn't have done that. I'm not making this thermite go to waste. Probably destroy these cameras.
Second can of thermite is in place.
Ah yes, the good old days when destroying cameras meant you could delay the assault wave. Hey Wolf, hey Hoxton, hey Chains.
I'm hurt bad. I can sure use a medic bag. Anyone got one?
Also, I just found out that, you know, you don't have to be on overkill to do overdrill in Payday the Heist. It can be on any difficulty, except easy. So that's kind of interesting, but like, you know, the lower the difficult, the more time. Like, if you're on normal mode, it's probably going to be 2 hours, but if you're on like hard or overkill, it's going to be like 33 minutes. Ah, yes. Back when they had 3 weapons. Wonder how different Payday 2 would be if they didn't add all the perk decks and all the saves and whatnot. Just imagine. I'm not saying I'd want that. I'm happy with what Payday 2, but just like alternate scenario. Also, one thing I've always wondered, why did they get rid of pro jobs? Remember pro jobs? You don't remember that? Time to bag this money.
Shoot it. Bring out your bags. Get all the money.
The cops are in control of the vault doors. They will open any second. Be ready.
Quick, take it all. Yeah.
I remember, I'm really glad they kept Dallas's voice from the first game, because I remember during the Payday 2 beta they changed it to like this really funny but really stupid like not Mexican, Texas voice, this like thick Southern accent. Like as most of you know, Dallas is a city in America, and Dallas, the character, was named after it. So for some reason, Overkill thought it would be a good idea to replace Dallas's voice in the Payday 2 beta with like this guy. I'm not sure if it was just some. I've been trying to find the voice actor. They decided to replace Dallas with this guy, like who's probably just some random Overkill employee. With who he does this like really stupid but really funny Southern accent. Like, for example, hands up. Keep them hands visible. Drop the gun. I need a medic bag. It's like, I probably just offended every Southern person in the history of the United States. So I apologize for that. But, yeah, you know what I mean. But, yeah, I'm really glad they got to keep Simon Gurr. And also, Chains from Payday the Heist sounds just... I mean, I know he was the OG, but like, I'm really glad they recasted him. No offense to the OG voice actor, but I just cannot imagine anyone else but Damon Portier as Chains. He did a phenomenal job, and I hope they bring him back in Payday 3. I also hope Wolf comes back in Payday 3, because I know he's not with Overkill, but because I don't think anyone could play Wolf. I don't think anyone could play Wolf like Wolf did. The way he screams and the way he delivers his lines is. I mean, I hope they don't recast him. I know he's working on GTFO, but they could probably just hire him just as a freelancer, not as an Overkill employee. I hope they do that. And again, schedules might not exactly align.
Cloaker, eliminate.
I remember there was a. I would love to see. I remember there was a BBC like. It was a television show on. It was called The Game Changers. I think it was called. But basically, it was a TV show. It was like a biopic about the foundings of Rockstar and how they made GTA 3. I think it was GTA 3. And I think I didn't watch it, but apparently Rockstar themselves did not like it, and they dissed the BBC for making them out to be like that. Yeah. So apparently they didn't like it, and I guess it was mainly focused on how this guy shot up a school or something, or a mall. I can't remember. And then when he got caught, he said it was his life was like a giant video game or something. I guess that was what that was about. But anyway, that's the point. I guess the point what I'm trying to say is I'd love to see like a sort of biopic, like a TV show about the makings of Payday. Then again, that probably would never happen due to Payday. Payday isn't exactly on the size of Grand Theft Auto 3, but I'd love to see a small little mockumentary, not mockumentary, it can be a mockumentary of Payday 3 or Payday 2.
Almost there, almost there. To the right.
I'd really love to see a Payday. I think Payday 2 would make a really good Netflix show. If The Witcher can get one, then Payday 2 can get one. And yeah, that's about it. It was really fun doing this. Yeah, that's about it. subscribe, I guess, and see ya.